Season 2, Red Zone Blitz, coming at you right now.
You're tuned in to the Red Zone Blitz.
Here we go.
The home for all things NFL and college football.
Ready?
Season 2. Thank you to all of those that have listened in Season 1. 180,000 streams last I checked. That was a while ago. We probably surpassed that number. Over countless people in the city of Pittsburgh who came on our social media feeds, shared their thoughts about the NFL draft, about men, their icks with men, the people that gave us glitter, the person that was Permanente Brothers, provided excellent service. I think his name was Billy. Shout out Billy. To each and every one of you that have made the Season 1 a season to never forget. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. If you're listening to my voice for the first time, you maybe saw, an advertisement. Maybe you saw our giveaway where we're giving away a $100 NFL shop gift card and a $100 Sephora gift card. Yep, ladies, we're looking after you too. Or maybe, you saw our reel on Instagram, our TikTok. You saw the pretty lady that has gone viral on our TikTok, and everybody is in my DMs DMing me, probably thinking I'm her. I'm not her. Please do not tell me about your fantasies. I don't want to hear them. My name is G, and this is my baby. And my baby is going to be looking a little different in Season 2. The Red Zone Blitz is going to be going on a little bit of a tour. We're going to be bringing in different people from all walks of football, all walks of life, all walks of society. Yes, society. Our inmate segment will be back. It will be back. There will be some changes. There will be some voices you hear for the very first time. There will be some voices you don't hear that often that you were hearing before. Once again, it is you that have made the Red Zone Blitz what it is. And I have an exciting announcement to make. Some promotions are in order. I am joined by my esteemed colleagues, the Director of Content and Engagement, KK.
What's up?
King KK.
He the man. Walk in the spot, everybody got plans. Yeah. Ladies wanna know if he's single, what's the play? But he just left it off like,
Girl, that's KK.
Love machine.
How are you doing, KK?
I'm all right. That's how it was in Pittsburgh.
It was
right?
love machine everywhere.
A lot of love out
It was
there.
a lot of love. It was a lot of love.
Me rocking my Barry Sanders Detroit
Yeah.
Lions jersey.
Yeah.
How do you feel now, Director of Content and Engagement at the Red Zone Blitz? What are the feelings? What are you bringing in Season
feel
2?
great.
What's coming down the road?
Well, we got to do some tours, some giveaways.
Yeah, KK is in charge of almost every single giveaway we do, so he is the man. Where can people find you on Instagram, on socials?
Instagram, KK Red Zone Blitz.
There you go. Yeah, slide into the man's DMs, tell him how much you love him, and maybe you'll win a giveaway. No, I'm joking. That's not how we do it. And then I'm also joined by the black and blue. No, not black and blue. No, not that one. Black and gold. Bachelor. Him. One day we're gonna have to change this name. It's gonna be very awkward explaining to your one day when you get married to your wife why he's still called the Bachelor on the podcast. But he's also the Director of Operations, Matthew Caputo. How do you do?
Good. I'm doing great.
You're back from your trip in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Oh, with all you Yinzers.
Yeah.
How was your trip? How'd you like it? What was the
Loved it,
vibes of
man.
the city?
I loved it, man. Love the Yinzers. Love the city. The people there, they're beautiful. It was amazing.
The beautiful people.
There was beautiful
beautiful
There
people.
was beautiful people there.
Damn. Okay. All right. And as Director of Operations, number one, congratulations. Number two, what can people expect in Season 2?
We're gonna be coming out Season 2 with the show with a lot of structure. We're gonna be having some hot takes, and we're gonna have some things that maybe you wouldn't hear on other shows. So we're going to come at you with like different facts, and we're going to be discussing, having some debates out here. Yeah.
I love it.
Looking
I
forward
love
to
it. I love it. Fellas, should we dive into it? Should we get into what's going on out there in the world right now? Should we get into our episode breakdown? So how this usually goes is we usually come in with some sort of breakdown in terms of how things are going on in the NFL, what's going on, the latest. We're also going to be covering college football. Special shout out to my buddy, Joel Norris, Pigskin Frenzy. Go follow him if you don't follow him already. We're going to be getting a lot of Joel Norris. We've got lots of alumni that we want to talk to. So how episodes are going to go. So you're going to get an episode that's going to be a dedicated episode from the three of us. We're going to try to do this each week, trying to give you guys a dedicated episode where we break down everything. Now, throughout the week, you're going to be getting maybe 3-4 episodes, maybe just the one main one. That will go on how many interviews we can get, how much other content we can bring in. We're also going to be going into video interviews. So it's going to be a lot of stuff in terms of YouTube. So if you don't follow us already, go subscribe to our channel on YouTube at Red Zone Blitz Podcast. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, X, Red Zone Blitz Pod. And if you have any inquiries at all, you can email us redzoneblitzpodcast@gmail.com. Oh, I forgot. We also have a website, www.redzoneblitzpodcast, all one word, .com. You can go and check out our website for all the latest episodes and how to get in touch with us. Now, fellas, diving right in, I just want to say, welcome back. We are not even starting the next season, and we have people degenerately gambling, people cheating on their wives. There is a world in which Stefon Diggs is the good guy. I think number one, Brendan Sorsby. So for some context, if you haven't already heard what has happened, Brendan Sorsby is a fifth-year quarterback who transferred to Texas Tech in January as one of the most coveted portal players. He began at Indiana, defending champs, spent 2 seasons at Cincinnati, and now with the Red Raiders, he was projected as a top NFL draft prospect for 2027. Now, Texas Tech has recently announced that Mr. Sorsby is taking an immediate and indefinite leave of absence, entering a residential treatment program for a gambling addiction. Industry sources confirmed he bet on Indiana football games in 2022 while he was a redshirt freshman for the Hoosiers. Now, under updated NCAA sports betting guidelines, players who bet on their own school face potential permanent loss of eligibility. Now, he's also retained Jeffrey Kessler as his attorney, the same lawyer who won free agency for NFL players in 1993 and led Alston and House antitrust suits against the NCAA. So he definitely brought in a guy, who's been around the block. Now, there's a thing called the supplemental draft. So if Sorsby's college eligibility is permanently revoked, he could enter the NFL supplemental draft this summer. Now, how this works is the draft order is set by the previous season record. Worst teams go first. Teams bid on prospects by round. If you draft someone, you forfeit that same round pick in the following year's regular draft. Now, the draft, this supplemental draft, is typically in early mid-July, and no player has been selected since 2019, where it was Jalen Thompson and the Cardinals. Now, multiple analysts have asked whether the Jets should pounce on Sorsby, given they have 3 2027 first-round picks and cap space, and there's a roster fit there for a quarterback. My question to you guys is, should he get a second chance in the NCAA? And are we going a little too light on gambling addiction in terms of, I guess we can talk about this as a society, but is it becoming more and more common for people to be addicted to gambling, and is it changing their livelihood? So 2-parter. Number 1 is, should he be given a second chance? And number 2, I guess this is a better way to phrase number 2. Number 2, are we taking it too lightly? Like, for example, if he was going to rehab for drug use, would we be taking it more seriously than him going to rehab for a gambling addiction?
Yeah, we would. Well, technically, the NCAA rules, he should be kicked out of the league for gambling on his own team.
Yeah, well,
Pretty much any sport you play, you
Any
gamble on your
league.
team, you're out.
so yeah, I don't think like his case is, hey, I was gambling on them to win. I wasn't gambling on them to throw the game because I knew our starting quarterback was sick and
Right.
was.
But you can always gamble with other sports other than your own.
Yeah. I
And-
agree with that.
And like, just I don't understand.
He's not the first guy. He won't be the last guy.
He's not, and I think that where my questioning here is, are we do we as a society not take it like? He knew if he was coked out of his mind
Mhm.
and he went out and played a game, and they drug tested him, he would get in trouble, right?
Yeah.
He knew that. If he did steroids and they drug tested him, he knew he would get in trouble. People still do it, but he knew he would get in trouble. If he was drunk and he was the quarterback, he knew he would get in trouble.
Mhm.
So my thing is how did you not know that this is going to be an issue? He was a 3-star coming out of high school. He grew up in Denton, Texas. He went to Lake Dallas High School. He's not a kid that was uneducated by any means, right? And he had offers from a variety of places. He went to Indiana. He like, where do you guys think things fell off the rail for him?
I mean,
Is it the fact that he wasn't playing and he was
it
bored?
could have been
Could've been.
like if you're transferring that many times too, maybe I don't know. Maybe he thinks
And there's so many like gambling companies advertising now.
And
so he
that's where
probably
I was
decided
gonna,
to bet,
and that's
right?
where I was gonna put a bow on this whole thing, because obviously I don't think he's gonna be allowed to play back.
Yeah,
in
as
the
a player,
NCAA.
you would know I cannot.
I think
gamble.
he's done in the
yeah,
NCAA.
he's
He
got to
is.
be done.
I think like if this was maybe 5-6 years ago, Indiana as a college would be in
It will
trouble.
be done. Yeah.
And the teams that took him after, like Cincinnati, they would be in trouble, right? So
Is the school, is Texas Tech, like the school, going to be in trouble for this?
Well-
probably not, because he just transferred to Texas Tech.
Texas Tech, and that's my point is that before, maybe if you went back, like, I don't know, like you went back in time and you looked at the time of, like, you know, give it 10 years ago, you might have seen all these schools getting in trouble for this.
Yeah.
And I think schools have started to remiss themselves from responsibility in the NIL era, where they can easily make a case and be like, we had no idea he was doing this.
Yeah, that's true. And
Right.
it's just like you don't know what players are doing away from the field. There's only so much you control with the player. If you know, like you said, if they have a drinking problem or a drug problem, the school maybe can help with that. But again, there's only so much they can do where it's on the player's responsibility.
And it's tough when, like, you look at ESPN and they're covering the story.
Mhm.
And as they're covering this story, there's a ticker for a betting company that's going underneath,
Yeah.
right?
It's everywhere.
We're partners with Underdog.
Yeah.
So we also are not out of this in terms of, like, we wipe our hands clean and be like, we're not a part
Yeah.
of this whole gambling thing. I think sports gambling, and now it's becoming like sites like Kashi, and there's different sites out there where you can bet on world events. You can bet on different stuff like that. Gambling's not going away. It's not going away because
Well, they even advertise players. Actually, advertise gambling companies as well.
well, exactly. So my thing is that it's not going away. I think this is a massive failure on his agent,
Mhm.
on whoever his agent is. I think it's a massive failure in terms of, like, people around him, like his friends and family, like that. You can't be like, get a buddy.
Just bet on other sports
or
too, though.
you have a buddy. Like,
Yeah,
you just, if you're you have the spare cash to bet or whatever. And I feel less sympathy for him because I know he wasn't starving for fucking, like, food. I know.
Well, I mean, he could have been early in his career when he started.
But I also think a bigger issue is you're gambling, but you're gambling with your own team involved.
That's
well,
bad,
that's just the
right?
stupid.
That's
Right,
what
like,
it is. That's
Pretty
the,
much you got the insider scoop
Icing on the cake.
on the game.
And then
exactly.
and in terms of the supplemental draft, I think the kid's dumber than a brick. And do you really think he'd
if
be able to
forfeiting
lead?
a pick in the next draft,
Yeah.
that's what you said. I don't think a lot of teams are going to do that.
Well, like
I think teams are just scared.
he's dumb as a brick. He bet on his
Yeah.
own team.
How do you know you're not going to do the same thing
No, but how?
I just think overall,
in the NFL?
How do you know he's gonna be like a competent human being in terms of like, oh yeah, like I have the brain cells to work in the NFL and like I can read a defense and I can behave myself.
Yeah.
I don't think he has the mental skills to do that.
I don't think he's gonna get picked up this year, but 2 to 3 years from now, some team will give him a shot.
No, 2 to 3 years,
I
no
think
one will remember him.
He better learn Canadian.
That's when he's gonna get a shot.
Hey, buddy, you
He'll
better
have to go to
He's
like arena football. Or,
you better learn
Yeah, he's
Canadian,
gonna-
buddy.
you know,
Welcome
yeah.
to the CFL.
Yeah.
Yeah, here you come. Here you come. Moving on, fellas. Moving on from Mr. Sorsby and his antics. I'll go through quickly. Actually, college football. Yeah, I'll give you my first of many college football little mini scoops. So if you're a new college football fan, you haven't watched college football before, and you are looking to get into the game, these are the 5 must-watch college football games this year. Number 1, Miami at Notre Dame, November 7th. This will be a big one, a late season rematch of 2 heavyweight programs. If both teams arrive undefeated or near it, this could be the de facto playoff play-in game. This is going to be good. I think this is going to be a test. Notre Dame doesn't have that tough of a schedule next year. This is going to be a big test for them. And Miami coming off that national championship loss, I think they're going to be egging on to prove to people that they are still the real deal. Now, game 2, the Ohio State Buckeyes going to Texas, September 12th. This is now or never for Arch Manning and the Longhorns. A rematch from last year. This will be electric. It's going to be a fun time. I think this will be the true test for Mr. Arch Manning, an early test in terms of whether or not he is the real deal going into the 2027 NFL draft. LSU at Ole Miss. September 19th, Lane Kiffin returns to Ole Miss, the school he abandoned before their playoff run. 9 months later, probably got a section full of Ole Miss faithful. Maybe someone's got his baby. Maybe we got a little Kiffin running around
in the student section.
in the student section.
Is that game in Ole Miss or no?
That is in Ole Miss, my friend.
wow.
That is in Ole Miss. Man, this is your game, Matthew. As an LSU fan, this is the first real test of Mr. Lane Kiffin's era in LSU. Number 4, Ohio State at Indiana, October 17th. This will be huge. Kurt Signetti, proving to people he's still got it. He's still the dude. And Ohio State's they've got a tough schedule this year. They got to keep on going. They lost a bunch of guys. It almost felt like the entire team got drafted in Pittsburgh. This will be a huge test for Ryan Day and company going into Indiana and going up against the defending national champions. And finally, game number 5, got to show some love to the Ducks. Oregon going into Ohio State. Oregon won in Columbus in 2021. This is a cross-country rivalry. Big time teams going at it in November. So this will be a big one in terms of seeding at the time, and it'll be huge. It'll be a huge game. We did have the privilege of going down to the spring game for the Huskies. KK's new. If you didn't listen to it, KK. A lot of people showing love.
Yeah.
A lot of people showing love. If you guys haven't listened to it, go and listen to KK picking his football team. Oh man, there's a lot of people showing love to Mr. KK and his football team choice. The Huskies. It was a great time. We had opportunity to interview some people. We're going to be doing an episode just on that where we get some player interviews as well. So stay tuned. It'll be good.
A lot of freshmen in that game.
There was a lot of freshmen.
But there's some young talent to watch down the road.
I am a little worried about their quarterback situation. I am a little worried. Now, Mrs. Russini, Diana.
She might be Mrs. soon, right?
She might be Mrs. Vrabel soon. So apparently Miss Russini and Mr. Vrabel were on a boat together while she was 7 months pregnant.
This just writes itself.
What the fuck's Vrabel doing? How is he okay?
The poor New England Patriots now.
Oh, this is the downfall for them.
Yeah.
Dude, this is
a
worse than
downfall.
Deflategate. This is way worse.
This might be worse than Robert Kraft's shit.
Yeah, this
that
is
happened
way
with him.
worse than Belichick
It seems
dunking on you.
like every 5 to 10 years there's an issue with the New England Patriots. or something.
Something in the water in Boston.
Yeah.
There's something about the water in Boston. Now it's going to be interesting to note. I'm not entirely sure what exactly is going to happen to Mr. Vrabel in terms of what do we do from here. Now, my question is, if you're the league, if you're Roger, Mr. Goodell, what's worse? This is obviously not a joke. I really feel for Vrabel, Mr. Vrabel's wife and Miss Russini's husband in this situation. This is very sad. Now, not to make light of a shitty situation, but if you're the league, do you almost wish that she was pregnant with Mike's kid? Is it worse? Is it worse if she was cheating on her husband and had a kid with Mike Vrabel and they were on the boat together and she was 7 months pregnant? Or is it worse that she was carrying another man's child and her and Vrabel were on the boat at 7 months pregnant? Which one's worse?
I think if it was Vrabel's kid, it would be crazy though.
No, but then they're just having an affair. I mean,
yeah.
It depends if
she was pregnant with Vrabel's
who she got
kid.
pregnant with.
Yeah, but that's what I mean though. If she was pregnant with Vrabel's kid and she was married to the other guy and they were on the boat, that would be insane.
I think that's okay.
What?
I mean,
Spoken
if
from
she
the
was
love
having an
machine.
affair with Mike,
Love Machine just wants a lot of
but
loving.
if she's having an affair with Mike and the husband's not the dad, then there's another dude involved, right?
No, that's
Yeah,
that's
but-
less worse. It's worse if she was getting dick down.
Yeah.
I really hope
there
she
could-
was
there
not
could-
getting dick down.
there could be
at
another guy
7 months
involved.
pregnant. I really hope for the sake of that kid that she was not having intercourse with that man on that boat. I really hope, because what is that like? Are you allowed? Hold on, let me do a incognito Google search. Hold on. At how many months?
Right now, you don't know how
are
So
many
you
men
guys
she was
allowed?
think you guys think it would be okay if Mrs. Russini was married to Mr. Russini and she was 7 months pregnant with Vrabel's child on the boat?
I learned that it's generally okay to have sex all 9 months while you're pregnant. Okay.
Yeah.
Did not know that. Well,
That's better than
if it
none
was-
of them being the father, and there's some other guy.
oh my
Oh,
God.
that
KK. Oh my God.
I was waiting for someone to say that.
You never know.
Oh my
You don't-
God.
You don't know
I was
who's
waiting for
involved
someone
now.
to say that.
Who else has she be linked to?
Yeah,
It's
Robert Kraft,
Jerry.
man.
It's Jerry.
Bill Belichick.
It's Jerry from the
Jerry?
top rope. It's Jerry from the top rope.
I mean, you're saying
Literally,
Jerry.
Jerry.
You could say another guy that's an owner too. You never know.
Oh no.
Mark Davis?
No, he's gonna say Robert Kraft. Oh no.
Yeah, I said Robert Kraft. Yeah,
Oh
okay.
no.
Bill Belichick?
Okay, we gotta move
No,
on.
it couldn't be Bill Belichick because she's too old.
Yeah, that's not his type. Well, maybe she was young enough at one point. I don't know. Okay, moving on.
No, Bill's a happy guy doing his own thing.
I can't wait for next week when they find something else.
Dude,
Because
every
it's
week.
every fucking week.
I wish I hung out with them more, because I also want to be giving I also want to
know.
get paid from TMZ. It seems like anybody that's fucking met them once in their life is like, oh, hello, I have a picture. Like, guys. And the saddest thing ever is I keep waiting for it to be like, no, this is AI. This isn't real.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's not. Every single thing is real. Like the boat thing, I was like, come on. I clicked the thing. I'm like, this has to be a parody account. It was not. And there she is, prancing on the boat, 7 months pregnant. Diana. Just not good. Not good. Speaking of a man who's done no wrong in his life, Stefon Diggs, acquitted. Stefon Diggs was found not guilty on Tuesday, May 5th. He was accused by his chef for strangling her and suffocating her and assault and battery. Okay, so that woman, I'm going to be very candid here. I had to Google what that woman looks like. That woman's no chef. I swear he has a head of staff. Like he has a woman that operates all the staff how many staff members does Stefon Diggs need?
In his house? What do you
Yeah.
mean?
Like he has a
many
chief of
does he
staff.
have?
He's got like 29.
Holy shit.
Is it just like he just went down to Miami? He's like, all right, you look good enough.
Is he ever in that house?
Like,
Yeah.
apparently the argument went around. Okay, so this is obviously another serious situation. Okay, before people start emailing the NFL saying we're not taking things seriously, I just want to say I want to preface this. This is a serious situation. All right, very serious. We're in the moment of silence for the seriousness. So there's a whole argument because the whole argument started from a cold, dry hot dog.
What?
She apparently gave him a hot dog that was cold and dry and did not have the right condiments on it. And she accused him of strangling her.
And she's a chef.
Which chef doesn't know how to make a hot dog? Which chef? Come on, lady. Come on. How do you not know how to make it? And do you not see if the hot dog is dry and it looks like a shriveled up penis, you should know that it's fucking dry. You can look at it. It's not like something that you're like, oh, I don't know if it's medium rare until I cut into it. Hot dogs are pretty telling if whether or not they're dry.
Yeah.
What are you doing giving a man a dry hot dog? I mean, it's not cause for him to strangle you, like you said, but you clearly lied. According to the jury, she's a liar, so we can say it. Why is she giving the man a cold hot dog? If I was paying someone like $29 million, that'd be a little bit of a problem.
Why is he ordering a hot dog if he's making all that money?
Sometimes a man just wants a glizzy, Matthew. God. Sometimes a man just wants to have a hot dog.
But if I'm paying like a private chef.
Maybe she's like a
Fuck.
a chef that cooks like fancier food and not just
like a fancy gourmet hot dog?
No, just not.
She's not used to
She's probably
these
not
things.
used to making a hot dog.
No. Hey,
I mean, I think if you're a private chef, you'd know.
We'll move it along, but you know what? Good on you, Stefon Diggs. I really hope Stefon Diggs goes to the Raiders.
Stefon Diggs.
He must have
How
a
is
good
he
lawyer.
strangling someone because
He
got a
didn't
cold hot
strangle
dog?
her.
Yeah, that's fucked.
There's he was acquitted. They acquitted him of all charges of strangulation, suffocation.
How
and
does that
misdemeanor.
even get that far?
Well, I don't think he my thing is I don't think he did it because honestly, if he did it, he probably would have tried to pay her off. And her lawyers did ask him for $5 million to waive the case, and he said no. And I feel like Stefon Diggs, if he actually did do it, he would have been like, yeah, no problem, I'll pay you off.
Yeah.
Right? So I do think he didn't do it. I think it was a bit of a shakedown. But I hope he goes to the Raiders. His brother is currently unemployed. Fucking, why aren't the Packers getting Trayvon Diggs? Guys, I thought he was generational. Come on. All right, fellas. Moving on. This is what you guys are here for. We're going to do a little divisional breakdown. Okay, we're going to go through all the divisions. It's going to be a fun time. Where would you guys like to start? Let's start with the AFC East. Do you guys want to start with the Bills, Dolphins, Patriots, or Jets?
Start with the Bills.
All right. Good old Buffalo. So Buffalo for me, guys, I mean, I like what they did in the draft. I think they traded down a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
They love doing that. They hate making first round picks. But they drafted TJ Parker out of Clemson, young pass rusher with big upside. Davison Igbinosun from Ohio State, the cornerback, was round 2. Physical corner with ball skills, competed in the tough Big Ten. And then they got offensive tackle Jude Bowery out of Boston College, round 4, pick 102. They finally got a wide receiver, Skylar Bell. He's speedy. He's an intriguing late round flyer for them. And then round 4, 126, Caleb Alarms Orr from TCU. He's a potential day one starter. 234, excellent blitzing instincts. He could be playing for them. Now, they've got a new first-year head coach in Mr. Joe Brady himself. Josh Allen is still Josh Allen. DJ Moore was added. He's a true number 1. I guess. And Matthew hates DJ Moore, so I don't know if Matthew's going to call him a true number one. Can Brady unlock Allen? Is there another gear for Josh Allen?
I think so. I mean, I like what they did. That is a 4th round pick, Skylar Bell there.
Yeah.
4th round pick, Skylar Bell. This guy had the 2nd most receiving yards in the whole entire NCAA. And he just brings something that they didn't have. Corded over 1,200 yards receiving. 800 of those were after the catch. Mm-hmm. He's just a shifty, elusive runner and make guys miss. They didn't really have, like, outside of the tight ends with Kincaid and Knox, they didn't really have much. And now they get more. And they were the best running team. I think they just have to expand on that. They need to use these weapons more. And now that they're building around Allen, I think finally they can do it. And TJ Parker is a great addition on defense as well.
I think they drafted well, but I think they're still missing a big receiver.
You don't think DJ Moore
I don't
or
think
Skylar Bell?
DJ Moore, Skylar Bell. They got Shakir, Coleman. I think they're still missing that kind of like a Mike Evans type, a big guy in the end zone and the red zone that will get you those TDs.
I don't hate DJ Moore. He did make some big catches in Chicago.
He did, yeah.
But then he also looked very lethargic at times. Like he looked like he was not interested in whatever was going on. And that could be, and Ben Johnson, from everything I've read, is not a person that is easy to play for. He is a person that demands excellence. And sometimes people can be like, shut the fuck up already. Shut up.
The problem is I think Joe Brady is going to be the same way.
I think Joe Brady is the same way. I think Keon Coleman, buddy.
Yeah. It's
time to wake up here. Like the moment is now. They're going to be in a new stadium. Highmark Stadium set to open this year. It's going to be new. We're working on some things. Maybe we will be joining you, Bills Mafia folks, this year for a game. Who knows? We're working on it.
We got the table.
We have a table nearby. We can jump through it to prove our allegiance. I probably won't go first, but we'll wear down the table.
Well, we have a guy that's going to do that first.
Who's the guy? Oh, is it Prab?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, also for
the GFL champion.
For my fantasy football people, my people that love fantasy football, don't worry. We have you covered. I spoke to him today. Prab, the dominator of our league, will be coming on for little segments here and there.
Don't tell KK
that. We got a table.
We're
good.
KK's gonna smash him through the table.
KK's gonna pile drive him through the table. But Prab will be coming on. We'll be doing some segments for fantasy football. I can't wait for the whole world to meet Prab. It's gonna be a marvelous time. It'll be a great time. So he'll be sharing all his tips on why he dominates our league and how we all suck and how he's the best ever to ever do it. Now, fellas, moving on to the next team. Let's go Miami. Miami had a full-on rebuild. They drafted 13 players. That was the most in the league. Started by number 12, Caden Proctor. Thank you very much, Miami, for trading down with the Cowboys. Appreciate you. They also drafted Chris Johnson from San Diego State. Legit first-round talent, man. He is going to start immediately. And it got better from there. They got Jacob Rodriguez. I think that's the most popular Dolphins pick. His jerseys are flying off the shelves. Caleb Douglas. That was a little bit of a reach, but they really loved him out of Texas Tech, the wide receiver. And then Chris Bell. So they got 2 wide receivers. I mean, they're going to have holes there with Waddle gone and Tyreek gone. So this is tidy work from Miami. And they also have a new head coach in Jeff Hafley. So that'll be a good team. I mean, they have a ton of dead money from the Tua contract. And they've got Malik Willis, of course, coming in from Green Bay there. So in terms of them, fellas, how do we feel about Malik? It's not Malik Willis, but Miami in general. So, is this a year of pain, or do you think there's something
it's
for
be a year of pain?
Or is there potential?
Promising potential. 13 draft picks, traded down for more picks.
Yeah.
So they got a lot of assets coming in.
They
so
brought
it's a work
in
progress.
They brought in a bunch of guys, and I think it's all about setting the tone and setting the culture. I think you can't get complacent. You can't be okay losing. You can't be the New York Jets, right? You can't go in there being like, we're going to lose every game. You guys have a passionate fan base. Shout out Kickball Dad. Shout out to Kickball Dad.
Yeah,
we met
DWA.
him. We met him. We met
DWA.
We met DWA. Shout out to the Dolphins fans. There are a lot of Dolphins fans. And from talking to them, a fan consensus wise, they're happy. They're happy to move on from the era that was Tua, Tyreek, Waddle. They still have Devon A-Chain. They still have that dude. So I don't think Miami is going to be as bad as people think from a league perspective.
Yeah.
And this division is tough.
It is. I'm still a little skeptical about Malik Willis and everything. I know Jeff Halfley's coming over with him, so they have a rapport there. I still just don't feel like we've seen enough from Willis. So I think it's great that they picked Proctor because I think they're just going to run the ball heavy with Achane. Chris Bell, the receiver that they got late too, is great. It reminds me of Anquan Bolden. He's got strong hands and same kind of running style. But Jacob Rodriguez, like we
What
saying,
what a steal.
that's a steal, right? It
Right.
just helps lighten the workload of Jordan Brooks, the leading tackler in the league, and you're just going to get a stud on defense.
I think
that they
defense
need.
is. Would you guys agree defense is harder to build than offense?
I think so in today's NFL because there's so many star players.
There's so much talent on
right? There's
offense.
so many. Yeah, there's so
right?
much talent.
And there's so much like scoring is at an all-time high where it's like getting a defense that is able that you're able to like give you the edge is almost an advantage. Like you look at Houston and how far having a stellar defense took them. Like so I think Miami building the trenches, building their defense, that's the right way to do this thing.
Mm-hmm. What's crazy, you say that Miami Dolphin fans are happy and they're looking forward to it. I don't know, though. The strength of schedule this year is second worst in the league. And it just, to me, it seems like it's going to be kind of a tough season.
might-
Oh
They
no,
might
they're
have a
gonna
tough season,
they're gonna have like tough
2
pain.
to 3 years from now, they're
But-
gonna be funny.
But I think the consensus
it.
from fans, at least the ones that I talked to, was at least we made a decision
to move on.
because that looked like that was as far as Tua I think was gonna go. Like Tua didn't seem like that core was gonna take him any farther. And I applaud their ownership group. Oh, Troy Aikman led the way in finding their replacements. Great Troy. I applaud them for, being bold enough to be like, you know what? I think this is it. Like, I think this is as far as we can go. Let's now, let's move it along and let's get the new regime. I don't agree with Malik Willis. I'm on you with that one. I think that was a bit of an overpay, but at the same time, you can't have a dud at quarterback because I think that hurts you much greater. If you have a guy that's a dud, they have Quinn Ewers still there, right?
They do, yeah.
So it's almost like, you know what? We have this placeholder. We have our Jacoby Brissett. We have our Gardner Minshew. We have our Daniel Jones, Carson Wentz, et cetera. Sam Darnold, for example. Like we have our guy that's going to be there for 3 years. He's going to make sure that, our wide receivers are getting balls that are catchable. They're not going over their heads or behind them. And our offensive line is able to work with a quarterback that knows the cadences, knows football, can play it at the NFL level. And then, you know what? By year 3, if he's really not they'll know this year.
Well, he was the main quarterback in the class, in the free agency.
Yeah.
To go get, right?
And they'll know
And they got him.
they'll know this year whether or not they need to draft one next year.
Yeah.
And I think they will draft a quarterback next year. But now now you're like, okay, do I need to waste a first round pick or can I wait till the second round? Because there's tons of quarterbacks next year coming.
Yeah, that's
right.
true. Yeah.
So it gives them that freeway. But you know what, Dolphins fans, I'm with you. Now, fellas, the beautiful, the one and only, Mrs. Rossini's favorite, the New England Patriots, led by Mike Vrabel, Love Doctor himself. Sorry. Love Sailor himself.
Doctor.
Not Love Doctor. There's
Love
only one.
Sailor.
Love Sailor. You know what? The Patriots, they took Caleb Lomu from Utah. Offensive tackle, high upside, protecting Mr. Drake May. Gabe Jackas from Illinois, the edge in round 2. Eli Raridan, the tight end from Notre Dame. Baron Morton, Texas Tech, quarterback. Developmental quarterback. Little late round flyer there. I think the draft was probably overshadowed by the Vrabel, Diana Rossini personal situation and Vrabel missing day 3. People aren't big fans of their draft, personally. I do trust their general manager, Elliot Wolf. I think he's done a good job so far in building the team. The schedule is going to get much harder than what the Patriots had last year. The schedule last year was very, very easy. It's going to get much, much harder. Now, losing the Super Bowl, Stefon Diggs released AJ Brown. So that's a name everybody circled in as June 1st. Eagles are going to trade AJ Brown. They're going to get AJ Brown. Does AJ Brown move the needle? And like, okay, not just AJ Brown, but let's say they do make the trade for AJ Brown June 1st. They got AJ Brown's a Patriot. Is that enough?
No, I don't think it's enough. I think what they needed to do more was go after more line help from May.
I agree.
They needed to get more offense. I don't like Lomu.
I think
really
they went after the wrong guy.
I think so too.
I think the big factor is AJ Brown will help them, but I think the big factor is Mike Vrabel coaching. I think his coaching last year is what propelled them.
So the league's gotta figure this thing out. Like the league's got to come down on this one or two ways in terms of like, are we gonna let this TMZ scandal thing overshadow the league? Because if you want to expand your league into Brazil, Europe, all these other places, people, when they do their research on you, and as a organization and as a league, of a sports league, you have a head coach sleeping with a reporter and he's still employed. It's not the greatest optical look for the NFL. And they need to go and they need to talk to Mike Vrabel and be like, listen, how much worse is it? How many more weeks are we going to have to see this thing? Because eventually the people will run out of things. Eventually we will get to the end of the saga and it will be like the book will be closed. But it seems like, to your point, Matthew, I think we were chatting earlier, every week seems like something new comes out. So it's like you got to get in touch with Robert Kraft's got to go down to Mike and be like, listen, Mike, don't tell me about dick slinging. I know a Viagra pill when I see one. Now, how much more is it, Mike? What else did you do?
Yeah.
And I applaud Mike. He's a very loyal fucking douchebag. And in terms of he fucked only one woman so far. No other woman has come out of the woodwork being like, Vrabel got me too. It's only been one. And I applaud you.
So
he's a
so
very
far.
The good thing right now is we're in May and not in August where camp starts to start.
Well,
so he's got time to come clean.
Oh, I thought you were gonna make like a Drake May joke or something.
No.
Well done.
Yeah.
Like they need Coach Mike in that team.
Oh, they're
so
if
his mindset is still not on game planning, not on the Patriots, like team wise, they're not gonna have a good year.
Oh, they're not. Right? You think reporters are just going to let this thing go? They ain't let this thing go. This is going to be until he addresses it in a way that is like, listen, this is what happened. I have done this. And it's really shitty because I think the way this kind of goes away is if his wife files for a divorce. I don't think this is Mike Vrabel. Listen, Mike Vrabel won Super Bowls in New England. This ain't his first. I don't think this is Miss Vrabel's first rodeo with the other woman. I think she's seen this story before, and I think she's okay with the story, but this is getting a little too public for anybody's liking. And I think until he goes out and he actually says, okay, listen, yes, I did fuck up. I did do this. Right now, his whole, I love my family. I respect, whatever. Doesn't do anything for anybody. He's got to go out and be like, all right, listen, yes, I fucked up. And this was the degree of my fuck ups. And I apologize to everybody it may affect. It's not my business. I don't really care. Like, I would love to have Miss Russini on the podcast. Love to have Mike Vrabel on the podcast. From a point of like a football fan, I don't really care. It's not really my business. What kind of dick he's slinging and what point. I do care if she was out there putting out stories and driving down trade values so he can go pick up guys for cheaper. I do care that. But in terms of like, hey, they're two adults doing adult things. Participating in adultery. It's okay by me. Should be okay by everybody. Doesn't mean it's going to go away. And I think if he's on the road and he's visiting Buffalo, I don't think Buffalo Bills reporters are going to let him off easy. I think I'm going to ask him some hard-hitting questions. So my thing is, it's a huge distraction for New England. I think it's bigger than their schedule. It's bigger than Drake May. It's bigger than any offensive tackle. I think this is a ticking time bomb because you're right, KK. And if the NFL comes down on them, they're screwed.
Yeah.
Like they're done. Like they can't afford a game, like one game without Mike Vrabel.
Well, another big thing is his players.
Yep.
Right.
How
are they going to handle it?
How are you gonna lead a group of men, and especially like rookies and stuff like that, where you're supposed to be molding these young men into high character individuals, as they say? How are you gonna do that?
But even now, you're in May, you're in the off season. These players are still going to come to you. Like, what do I got to do, coach?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, how can I get better?
How can I get better? Like, we want to win next year. I mean, they came really close to winning the Super Bowl.
I think that's the thing. What scares people, I think, is they came that close, and I think all of a sudden things are starting to crumble. So, moving on, fellas, moving on. We've given them enough time. Let's go on to the belle of the ball, the pride and joy of this division, the mighty New York Jets. First of all, Amanda, if you are listening, you promised me you would be listening. You are probably the most positive New York Jets fan I met in Pittsburgh. Praying for your dad, making sure he goes through with his medical stuff okay. I hope you guys, have a great rest of your year. Your Jets absolutely killed the draft.
Oh yeah, they did.
Like, absolutely just destroyed the draft. David Bailey, number 2. Wait, no, not number 2. Yes, David Bailey, number 2.
Yeah.
Yep. I got that right. David Bailey, number 2. Kenyon Sadiq, probably the best tight end in the class. Omar Cooper Jr. Those are your 3 first-round picks. They got another 3 next year. And then
They have another 3 first-round picks next year.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And they just signed Breece Hall.
And they signed Breece Hall for 3 years. Now, what I will say, they have their own. They have the Colts, and then they have the Cowboys.
Wow.
Yeah. It's wild. Now, my favorite pick is not Cade Klubnik, round 4, Unfortunately. Not my favorite. But D'Angelo Pons. I think he would have been first round if he was a little bit taller. He's a short corner, but man, he's fun. He is fun. Now, their goal should be competence, not being a contender. Geno Smith is out there Geno Smithing. Russell Wilson said no thank you and apparently is going to television. They did sign, KK, to your point, Breece Hall for another 3 years. I'm glad Breece Hall got paid.
Yeah, that's really good.
I'm glad, the man got paid and I'm happy for him because that could have been bad. That could have been bad. Could you imagine him like going through another injury, playing for the Jets his whole career and things just never working out? So good for Mr. Breece getting paid. Now I really like their draft, fellas. In terms of what they did and the especially David Bailey pick, I think that's a very Aaron Glenn pick.
Yeah.
Now my question, how many years before we see the Jets in the playoffs?
It could be next season, depending on Geno Smith.
Oh my God.
If Geno Smith can be like the comeback player of the year or something like that, they got all the pieces there.
Oh my God. Okay.
They can.
Okay. All right.
The Jets out of the doghouse?
Oh my God. Jets fans, get in touch. Get in touch with your boy.
I would say next year when they draft a quarterback in the first round.
I think they're about 3.
But
I think they're 3 years
3
away,
years?
probably.
They're just like the Dolphins. It's a solid.
They have
I think
a
Aaron Glenn's
bunch
a
of
great
pieces
coach.
there.
I think the right thing was to get the defense up and right.
Yeah.
And now they added Omar Cooper Jr. with Garrett Wilson already there. And they'll probably trade Garrett Wilson, to be honest. If he's performing well and they're not performing well, you can flip Garrett Wilson for a first. And
They could be the surprise team coming.
You never know. Now how this works, these division previews, we got to pick a division winner, each of us. But we can't pick the same one the other person said to make it fun. And then we also got to pick our top quarterback in the division. That we can all agree on if we all want to. Now, we'll start this one with We'll start this one with KK. Who is your division winner?
My division is Buffalo Bills. I mean, Josh Allen, best quarterback. The other teams are slowly coming up. I think New England could be there, but I think Mike Vrabel's going to bring them down. This has to be Josh Allen's year, though.
Okay. I hate to be going. Okay, I'll let you go next, Matthew.
You want me to go next?
Yeah,
Okay.
I will sacrifice myself and pick one of the Dolphins or the Jets.
Yeah, because I'm going to go with the Patriots. I think the window with the Bills is just closed. And I remember back in the day when Randy Moss was on the Raiders and he had some problems there. And he ended up, Tom Brady and Bill Belichick were like, come over to the New England. Come over to the place where we do our job and we're going to show you how it's done. So I think they could do that with A.J. Brown. As much as I don't really like A.J. Brown, I think he's a bit of a headache for the Eagles this year.
Okay, why did you describe A.J. Brown like an Italian mother describes her son? I don't really like A.J. Brown. He thinks he's a bit of a headache.
Gives me a bit of a headache.
But okay, yeah.
I mean,
Nice guy, but
I don't know. Little screws are a little bit loose. It's not looking too good.
Oh dear.
But I if they run the ball with Hendricks, Trayvon Henderson, they didn't use him in the Super Bowl at all, really.
No, they still have Ramondre Stevenson.
They still have Ramondre.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
Fucking merchant of fantasy points.
I think they were, like you said, they're almost there. They were right at the Super Bowl. You just got to clean up all this bullshit with Vrabel and Russini in the offseason, get to work in training camp, and then just block out the noise. But the Patriots do it best. They've had so much noise they've dealt with over the past years. So
I think there's also a very morally I think Boston, especially Celtics lost to the Sixers up 3-1 in the series, and you got your star players going. This was my favorite series of all time. I felt so great. We played so well. Sorry, Jalen Brown. But basketball aside, I think that's a fan base in Boston that doesn't really give a fuck how you do it. Just win.
They don't care. Yeah.
They don't care. You murder the other team. What murder? And they don't give a rat's ass about how you get there, how you get to the dance. Deflate gate, no gate, my gate, your gate. They don't care.
Yeah.
Rossini, if they could, they'd probably make her the mayor. They would probably make her the mayor. If they won a Super Bowl, they don't give a fuck about no fucking moral. There are a lot of moral compasses
She'll
out
be
there.
in a box.
Yeah.
They'll put her in a box.
No, they don't have moral compasses out there in Boston. So I think you're right. I think the Patriots' way is they just keep trekking along, and they're like, we don't really give a fuck, unless it was like Mac Jones for that brief. It was a really great time in the NFL when the Patriots sucked.
Yeah,
those were fantastic years. I watched all these.
I wish I went to that draft. Did you see him walking up?
The walking up with a little toots walk,
yeah,
strutting down.
That's all I know. Just fuck, this team's gonna suck.
Oh man, big Bill. All right, well, I guess I got to make my pick. Okay, I'm gonna listen. On the backs of great quarterback play. I can't even get it out. It's gonna be fucking horrible. I'm gonna pick Miami. Just because I don't have any faith in the Jets. So I will pick Miami for this. Top quarterback in the division. Drake May versus Josh Allen is probably the debate. I think it's got to be Josh Allen, though.
Yeah, it's gonna be
I think that's pretty consensus here.
I think Drake May could get there eventually, but for right now, it's Josh Allen.
Yeah, I think we would be probably stripped of all credentials, and we're not going to any more events. No drafts, nothing without if we did not pick Josh Allen. So yes, Josh Allen. Number 1 in the division. All right, fellas. Here we go. This is it. AFC North. Hello. How are you? This is an interesting division. So we'll leave the Steelers till the end. We'll start with the Ravens. So the Ravens, they picked Olivier Ione from Penn State. They also have a new coach, Jesse Minter. Zion Young was an edge from Missouri. A lot of people didn't like this pick, but I think he could be pretty good. He just needs good coaching. Is Jacoby Lane from USC, round 3. And then Adam Randall, Clemson. So this was the personal pick from the Ravens owner. I know you probably hate this thing because you're probably like, this is fucking corny. Running back from Clemson, Steve Biscotti's personal pick. He was a converted wide receiver to running back with interesting upside. So he's probably going to be a gadget player for them. Now, they continue drafting non-premium positions in round 1. Ione joins Hamilton on that list and Linderbaum. All were excellent players, and Ione projects similarly. I think the bigger concern is the void at center after Linderbaum left for Las Vegas. The Ravens watched 2 centers go within 10 picks of their next selection. Didn't act. First year head coach Jesse Minter is inheriting this roster from Harbaugh's 18-year tenure. So that will be interesting. Now, I think the offensive line, and they didn't really address the center position. That is a major issue for this team. Now, in terms of like what they can do, a new offensive coordinator in town, new defensive coordinator. Do you guys think the Ravens did enough for Lamar? And also, do you think in a scenario that the window is closing on Lamar Jackson in Baltimore?
I don't think they did enough. I think they need a wide receiver still for Lamar Jackson.
Yeah,
and just like Josh Allen, his window's closing as well.
Yeah, they don't like. There's not. I like they made a splash by getting Derrick Henry. That was a splash, but I don't think Zay Flowers is the answer.
No.
We do this every year.
They're in a very similar position as the Buffalo Bills are.
They are. Yeah.
And every single year we do the same thing where there's not enough weapons and not this, and it's like, would it kill you to take a wide receiver early?
Yeah.
Like they should be all in on the AJ Brown trade.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the Ione pick.
That was good.
Great.
But I think like the taking the edge, like it's like
I think they had to take Ione from what they lost in free agency.
But I know what you mean. That's a safe pick. Like
Yeah,
you're almost wishing they would go like a stud receiver in the first round because there were so many.
Yeah,
this year's draft in the first round.
Like they didn't go after Lemon. They didn't try to really Tyson or Cooper even. Like my thing is like, why are they not in on AJ Brown? AJ Brown would be beautiful in Baltimore. He fits what it means to be a Raven. I think he would sell a lot of jerseys, and B, he would actually, the play style would be there'd be a physical team with Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, him, like physical.
The Ravens got to be on that because they're Super
Bowl windows. Yeah.
I'm a little shocked they didn't actually go after Sadiq, considering their crap play out of Andrews.
No, Andrews. I don't know what kind of sex tapes Andrew has on the GM. He's forever going to be there.
Yeah.
This is never going to leave. Fellas, moving on. We'll go to the next one. We got the Cincinnati Bengals. So obviously they traded for Dexter Lawrence with the number 10 pick. So they didn't pick until round 2. Cassius Howell, edge from Texas A&M. That's an immediate defensive ad, replaces Hendrickson, who departed for Baltimore. That's which also makes the thing that Baltimore did very confusing because they already had Hendrickson coming in.
Yeah.
And I'm like very confused as to why they needed to also then draft an edge with like, that's just Baltimore being Baltimore. And then they also got Tacario Davis out of Washington, round 3. Round 4 center, Connor Liu. That's a great value pick. I think he was 87 consensus. They drafted him at 128. Colby Young out of Georgia was their pick. He's legit. I think he's good. I think when you have a wide receiver room of Chase and Higgins, and it doesn't hurt to add a flyer for them to learn. I mean, the Dexter Lawrence thing, that's bold. I like it. I like bold teams. I like the fact that they did that. Now, when it comes to that, do you think that is a move that finally gets Joe Burrow a Super Bowl and trading for Dexter Lawrence, or is it too expensive for an aging window?
No, I think I'm scratching my head with the Bengals on this one. I don't understand why they traded out of the first round when they had the 10th pick, and they could have gotten Maui Goa, and he would have protected Joe Burrow. And then to pour salt on the wound, rather than drafting offensive line in the second round, they already got Boy Mafe and Dexter Lawrence in the offseason. Mm-hmm. And then they go and get Cassius Howell. And last year at 17th overall, they went and got Shamar Stewart, his Texas A&M lineman.
He was the guy that didn't report, right?
He didn't
year. Or
sign.
he eventually signed.
But
he was the guy like holding out for a bunch of things. Yeah, right. Cincinnati, big poverty franchise.
So I just really don't understand this whole we got to protect Joe Burrow thing. And then I know their defense wasn't very good last year either. So they're trying to bolster that up. And they did with Mafe and Lawrence. But I just don't understand why they went and got Connor Lew in the 4th, center out of Auburn. He's okay. Why wouldn't you focus more on getting – you could have gotten a great offensive lineman at 10th overall this year.
Yeah,
They all-
you need a day one O-line starter.
Yeah.
on that team.
They could have gotten Caleb Downs if they really didn't want to go offensive line. They could have got Caleb Downs.
And their
number 10.
secondary was poor this year.
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting to say. I really hope for their sake that Dexter Lawrence can be healthy and play, because if he gets injured and things start going sideways,
I really hope Joe Burrow doesn't get injured.
Or Boy Mafe, like not just being a product of the Seahawks defense.
yeah, because like you're now looking at, and they're the only team in this division that didn't fire their coach.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
They're the only team that's rolling in with the same coach, and I think all the pressure is on that coach to deliver excellence. So it'll be interesting. Now, the Browns. I did like what the Browns did. You know, shout out to the dog pound. Like, you know that guy that we met outside, the guy with the big helmet that they didn't let in.
Yeah, they let his helmet in.
Oh man,
Poor
woof, woof,
guy.
woof. Go Dog Pounds. Go.
You guys remember the movie thing they were shooting there?
Yes,
The Browns pick?
where the Browns.
That was funny.
Yeah, where we had to. So they shot a scene from the. It's going to be a movie called The Land. It's not just, I read up on it. It's going to be pretty good. It's going to be like a Succession, but for like a football family.
okay.
Like it's going to be like a political thing on Hulu. So yeah, they shot a cutscene, and of course the Browns get the number 1 overall pick. Yeah, that just checks out.
But they did it in Pittsburgh.
Of course, because they wanted the reaction.
Yeah, but everyone was booing.
That's what they wanted.
They wanted that, but then they fucked up the take and they had to redo it.
They had to redo the take. Yes,
Yeah.
they did have to do that. Goodell did not look impressed. The Cleveland Browns, home to all the quarterbacks, home to many, many talented quarterbacks over there. They took Spencer Fano with their number 9 pick, first offensive lineman taken. They traded back. So they traded back with the Chiefs for that. They went back down to 9 to get him, which I think is tidy business. If that was the guy they wanted, getting those extra assets, that's worth it. KC Concepcion, dynamic Texas A&M receiver. And they doubled down. My favorite pick here, I mean, they made 2 really good picks in the second round. First one, Denzel Boston. What a dog. That's your boy. That's we saw him. We were able to see him live. He seems like a great guy. Like, man, he'll be having a lot of fun. And like the Browns, if they can figure out their quarterback situation, which looks like it's going to be Deshaun Watson, which I applaud them for at least being like, okay, Deshaun's the guy. I think that's the right move.
Well, if they figure out the offense, they might be division winners.
Quick. I know we're like going way. We might have to split this into 2 episodes, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we're going to record it in 1, but you guys might get 2 episodes because of all this riveting discussion. We haven't sat down and talked for a while. Is Deshaun Watson the right choice, or should it be Shedeur Sanders?
Personally, I think it should be Shedeur. I think I look at Miami's situation with Tua, and I look at Cleveland Browns' situation with Deshaun Watson, and I think it's time to move on. You've got an injury-prone quarterback who's been there for a long time. You've been paying him a lot of money, and Shedeur was really promising this year. And the offense wasn't great, but he connected well with Judy and Judkins. I think they're better off moving towards the future, and I think that future is Shedeur.
I think they got to see what happens in camp. Let your quarterbacks play it out and see who gets the starting job.
Who would you put to start camp? For everything you know so far.
I'd probably see what Deshaun Watson has.
Because that's my thing. Like, I know Shedeur is the sexy choice.
If he can't play well, then he's gone, right?
Because my thing is they're going to give up on him regardless. Like, they're not sticking through with Deshaun Watson, especially with next year's quarterback class. They probably aren't going to stick around with any of these guys, right? Being the Browns,
There's so many.
The Browns being the Browns, they drafted another one, didn't they? They
drafted Taylon Green, the receiver, like quarterback.
Yeah. So
They're all similar quarterbacks.
My thing with the Browns and Browns fans, this is for you. I can see them winning this division. I can actually see them.
With you.
I can actually see them winning this division. And listen, hey, my personal resolution for this podcast, I'm going to be less homer to the Cowboys. Okay, So I'm gonna be less homer to the Cowboys, but I can be a homer to certain players. I'm not a homer to Deshaun Watson, by the way. That's not what I'm saying. But I think that if Deshaun Watson just plays average, like you just need him to get up to the line, get the ball, and make the right decision. Like it doesn't have. You don't need him to steal games. Their defense can steal games.
Yeah.
So if you have that defense, you have Todd Monken, new head coach. You got an offensive tackle in Spencer Fano that's there. You've added 2 wide receivers. You've added Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. So you've added these players. You've got Judkins coming back from an injury. But guess what? They got the other. Who's the backup there? Don't they have Dylan Sampson?
Dylan Sampson, yeah. He's
right?
there too. They've
got an electric backup there. So it's like the running game is there for them to have. They've got Spencer Fano there that can hopefully open up some lanes for Judkins and Sampson to run in. They've Jerry Jeudy in the mix. You added 2 more in Casey Conception and Denzel Boston. They replaced. They got rid of David Njoku, but then they have this other Harold Fannin. Harold Fannin, right? So the offense and the quarterback position, they don't need a saver, which is why
they just need to finish drives.
This is what I mean. Why I think that Shadour's not getting the shot right away is because they don't need Shadour to go in there and like save the day. They need a guy that's going to take the ball, snap it, and like literally give it maybe 8 yards, maybe 9 yards. Hey, oh wow, Deshaun Watson threw it for so many.
Like a general,
QB general, like just a manager, a game manager. Yeah. You just need a game manager.
Because there are a lot of rookies on that offense.
Because you have
a lot of youngsters.
You have the potential though with that defense. You have the potential to do something. So I don't hate Deshaun Watson going number 1. I don't hate it. I actually think it could work out for them. I hope it does work out for them. I feel like it would be a cool story to have Mr. Deshaun Watson slinging the rock again. Keep him away from those massage parlors. Fellas, save the best for last.
That's right.
Here we go. Steelers fans, it's time.
Still no quarterback.
Hey! He's visiting them now. Is he? He is. He was.
Because apparently they don't know where the fuck he is.
Hey, he's just at the retreat. He just got out of the ayahuasca thing. He's missed a couple text messages. He's on his way.
At least they drafted Drew Aller.
Yes, they did. They did. We're gonna get into all that with the Steelers after this little commercial break. Oh, we have commercial breaks now. Shout out to all our sponsors. You'll be hearing some of these. We'll be doing momentary pauses. I'll be working on getting my co-hosts here, reading some of these ad reads as well. The first one. So I know we talked about it. I know we teased it. Dynasty leagues are already starting. So if you don't, what sucks when you don't have a great, trophy. And you don't have that's the worst thing about fantasy football is you go in a league and now there's no trophy there. And that's where we're here to stop. That's where we're here. The folks at Fantasy Jocks are your home for all things fantasy football, trophies, belts, anything you really can think of. You want a loser's trophy? They got a nice loser's trophy, draft boards. They've got that. They've got displays. They've got plaques, everything. They are the official provider for all things fantasy football for the Red Zone Blitz. Shout out to our friends at Fantasy Jocks. You can go visit them at fantasyjocks.com. And if you go there, you typed in fantasyjocks.com, go fantasyjocks.com/s/Red Zone Blitz for your very first offer from the Red Zone Blitz podcast. Once again, Fantasy Jocks, all things trophy, belts, rings, draft boards, plaques, and basically everything you can think of. T-shirts. They've got the commish T-shirt. Hopefully my league listens to this and orders me one. I think that would be very nice. Very nice. They got a little commish pin as well. We have koozies, cups, anything you can name it. Great guys over at Fantasy Jocks. They've got free shipping right now. Go out there and do your thing. And we're back. The Steelers. Black and gold. How are we feeling there, black and gold connoisseur? Matthew, how do we do?
I love what they did at the draft. I think they hit on every pick that they needed to do position wise. I think they utilized every pick really well.
So I do want to ask before you go into the picks.
Yeah.
My Kai Lemon on the phone. Omar Khan.
Yeah.
Philly swoops in, trades with the Cowboys, and ends up taking him. Now, the natural instinct is to be hurt about that. Like, I would be hurt about that.
I think me personally and a lot of Steeler fans when we were in Pittsburgh.
Oh, dear.
Oh, so we got a spilled beer.
We have a spilled beer here.
My thought was, and like I said, like a lot of Steeler fans, was we were upset about it at the time because I think going into the team meetings or the player meetings and the interviews that they had with all these draft prospects, Makai Lemon was on their board. They really wanted Lemon. They liked him. They thought he was going to be a good addition to the team. And he was on the phone with them. Now, apparently, I heard from you that there's a
mole. There's a mole. There's a mole in the Steelers.
There's a tampering thing that they shouldn't have been on the phone when Philly was on the board.
Well, no, it wasn't even that. It was somebody from the Steelers organization leaked to the Cowboys that they were on the phone with Makai Lemon. That's how the Cowboys knew to trade back.
Right, but
they should not have been on the phone before their pick. But the worst thing was that they shouldn't have. There's somebody in that organization that leaked it to the Cowboys, and then the Cowboys called Philly, being like, "Steelers are going to take Makai Lemon. You guys want to trade up?"
Oh, that's
where I was like, "Oh my God, the Steelers have a mole. They have a rat."
Yeah. We'll get him out of there.
You got to eliminate the rat. You got to send it to the back room at Permanente Brothers and kill him.
Is it a rat or is it like
it's Mike McCarthy?
It's Mike McCarthy.
It's like husband and wife, because every couple we saw that were like, a lot of them were like Cowboys and Steelers.
I did see a lot. I saw a lot of like, it's almost like inter fandom couples where it was like one was the Cowboys, one was the Steelers, or it was vice versa. So it was interesting. It was interesting, but a great bond.
But my thought, like at the initial time, pissed off about it. A lot of Steeler fans were, because we thought, okay, this is like a star guy going in. He could just be a stud on the offense. But looking at it now and looking at it after day 2 and 3, to me, it wouldn't have made sense, because you got Metcalf on one side, you got Pittman on the other. Where are you going to put Lemon? Are you going to put him at the 3 spot or the 4 spot? And then what are we going to have? We're going to have another George Pickens, Chase Claypool situation where you got a diva receiver. No offense, Makai Lemon, but you're a bit of a diva. And then he's going to want out. And then there's going to be this whole, drama thing. And we don't need this more drama. We're already dealing with it with Aaron Rodgers.
No, I think for where you guys are in terms of the development of the players and the stages in their careers, I think this is the right thing to do, because you're almost like aging out. Almost you're getting Pittman there, getting Metcalf there, getting Rodgers there. You're almost on that other side of the hill where it's like, if you would bringing in a rookie receiver in that offense is not really going to help you. It was great to hear.
They did get a rookie receiver in that.
No, but I mean, like a rookie, like using a number 1 pick on a rookie would not have helped you. I think getting an offensive tackle there, Max Ianacor, fluid athlete, very raw, probably needs some development, but he is going to be a beast. And listen, Cowboys drafted a guy like that too, Tyler Smith. A lot of people were like, "What? Why?" First year, you didn't hear a thing about him because he was so good. He was plug and play. Now, hearing Kendall Simmons talk, who will be on the podcast, by the way. We are going to have Pittsburgh Steelers great Super Bowl champion, Kendall Simmons, talk about the importance of offensive tackle and giving Steelers Nation an address. It felt like some people needed that. But what I will give credit for, listen, a lot of football fandom in Pittsburgh. They love their sports. Some of them are absolute fucking crazy dingbats who just are insane. My first Uber driver selling all that jerky, I'm talking to you. You're an insane man. If you're not responsible for me getting to my destination safely, I would have said that to your face. But I thought you might have killed me. Also, a lot of big boys in Pittsburgh. A lot of big boys. driving very small cars.
Yeah.
Like driving very compact
What
cars.
kind of car does Mike McCarthy drive?
Well,
now?
they're driving Uber. They got to
No,
get good
they're driving
fuel efficiency.
Uber, but the guy's like
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how much fuel efficiency are you really getting in this little tiny thing? Like you're weighing
Yeah.
down the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I digress. My point is there's a lot of people that understand the game, and a lot of people actually really like this pick. After they got over the sudden outrage of Mike Levin,
Yeah.
it obviously sucks. It sucks when you're like, if the draft is in your city, you've been standing out there for 3.5 hours.
Yeah, you want like a star.
You
player.
want a star, you want a stud, you want it to happen, and then you're like, what the like, Max? I haven't pronounced his name.
Yeah.
That's like I got.
I also like the Jennings Dunker pick as well.
Jennings Dunker from the
mullet.
Oh, the mullet alone.
That
will
guy
fill the
looks like
void.
he's a Steeler.
He's a Steeler, man.
You guys kill the late rounds. I mean, Jeremy Bernard, I really like him. I like what from Alabama, but
Put him
I
in the
really like
slot. He's great.
you got the Navy running back,
Yeah.
the Pittsburgh
Heinrich, you called it.
Pittsburgh product.
Yeah.
Like that's a guy that is a Steeler through and through. Like that is a guy that like I really hope he has success. I hope he finds his way. He's gonna be. Listen, he's no Cam Scatabo in terms of insanity when it comes to his just saying random shit. But that guy gonna run through a wall.
Yeah.
And like he's a physical running back. I think you added him in. That's a good spot. Now, okay.
And then you forgot the man of the hour,
Oh,
Drew Aller.
of course. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Drew Eller, Penn State quarterback. How do you feel? Round 3.
I love that. I was going into the draft. I was saying they got to get a QB in round 3. I was thinking either Aller or Nussmeier. Now Nussmeier, his whole back or oblique thing.
There's a cyst on his spine.
Okay.
So there's a cyst on his spine, and it's supposed to be procedural. Like it's supposed to be like a minor thing where they just go in, they open up, and they take off the cyst, and they move on with their business.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the problem with the cyst on the spine and being a football player is teams need to know if he's going to be able to take hits. Because having a surgery on your spine weakens your spine.
Right.
It makes you more prone to having more injuries with your spine. So there was concerns there about him. He's going to a great spot in Kansas City. I mean, it's not a terrible spot for Mr. Nussmeier, but I think there is concerns about his longevity, and I think that's why he slid where he did.
Yeah. Anyways, with Aller, and I know you were saying glowing recommendations for him, KK, but I'm looking at him, and I really think, and this is maybe a hot take, his poise, his arm strength, his fluid passing and accuracy, we might be having a new Ben. We might have a new, and we got new, and he's big. He's big. He's got the size. You just got to coach him up on, playbooks and reading plays and second reads. I think we might have a Ben.
You have the QB whisperer and Mike McCarthy.
Yeah,
the Yinzer.
Thanks for reminding me.
But no, I think you do. I think some teams they need a quarterback that's like a style that like is almost nostalgic. Mm-hmm. Like the Steelers with their mobile quarterbacks were weird.
Yeah,
they don't. Quarterbacks don't.
It depends. It's
it doesn't look right. It doesn't look right. Like even like watching like Justin Fields and Russell Wilson run up and down and like doing their little QB runs. It just doesn't fit the Pittsburgh model to me. Yeah. When I look at the Steelers play football, it's almost like you got to have like a guy sitting in the pocket and just like slinging. And you saw a little bit of that with Aaron Rodgers. But like I think to your point, Drew Aller, hello, how are you?
Yeah.
And also, hey. Once again, I've said it many times, but thank you to everybody in Pittsburgh that showed us love. Like that was a phenomenal time. We're going to be back. We will be back. It's not our first time in Pittsburgh. We will be back. Maybe we'll do a Steelers game. Who knows? We'll be back, but no, thank you. Honestly, it was an amazing time, an amazing city. The city turned up for the NFL draft and showed a lot of love to the boys from the Red Zone Blitz. So I thank you again, city of Pittsburgh. Now, fellas, it's time.
Do we have to address the Rodgers thing?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can. There's okay. Aaron Rodgers right now, last I heard, he was flying in today to meet with them. Has he met with them? I've given up.
So that's the thing I don't understand. They said that he was going to meet the team, and then they said they expect him to sign. And then it was like breaking news, they expect him to sign. And I was telling you guys, I want to see it in paper. I want to see it in writing. And now the GM is saying, yeah, we don't actually know where Aaron is right now. and they don't know where he is.
Well, I mean,
Well, it's Aaron Rodgers. It's May. Give the guy till like July before he decides to show up.
The Steelers put a right of refusal on him recently. So basically, if Rodgers signs an offer sheet with another team, Pittsburgh has 5 days to match it. And if the Steelers choose not to match a deal, they're entitled to a draft pick next year. So they might get like a third round, I think, compensatory pick or compensatory pick. But yeah, and he's able to get maybe $15 million next year, 10% more than his current salary.
Yeah,
but
I don't see him signing anywhere else.
Well, I mean, who is it for the
really
Cardinals? Their receiver for the Cardinals said he wants Rodgers there. Kendrick Bourne.
Signing
Kendrick Bourne.
He's not. What is this fucking like? What is he, a snowbird now? He's suddenly gonna go to fucking? No, he's not.
How bad is the QB situation there, where you got receivers saying, "Come on, Aaron, we're
Well,
waiting
you
for you to
saw
sign."
Mr. Carson Beck's comments, right?
No,
He's Carson Beck had some things to say. He said that he said something about some Super Bowls. There's talks of Super Bowls, and then he talked about his he's gonna remember everyone passed on me.
okay.
And I'm gonna have that remembered, and I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna dominate, and he's very confident, that man.
Josh Rosen said that same shit when he entered the Cardinals.
The Cardinals are a doomsday. You know what? Jeremiah
that
Love
didn't work out.
is the only bright point for the
Yeah,
Cardinals.
really sorry, KK. I think his career is going to go downhill.
No, it's a perfect thing for KK. KK gets to go to Arizona, watch his boy play.
It's a building piece.
KK gets to see the love machine gets to go down to Arizona. Oh my God, the baddies in Arizona for KK. Oh boy, just a nice 47-year-old mom.
You and your baddies.
Hey, the baddie hunters
He's
are
all
always...
about that Foxy Lady latte.
Yes. No free ads. No free ads. No free ads. No free ads. Well, hey, potential partnership. All right, fellas, time to pick. Matthew, you can go ahead first. Your best team in the division.
Best team in the division, team winning is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Look at the additions they made. Defense, offense, we got weapons. If Rodgers comes back, great. If he doesn't, we have Aller. I'm just looking at the other teams, like Bengals, no protection on the line. Burrow's probably going to get hurt again. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, the window's closing. And then the Browns, like you guys say, if they go Watson, he's out of his prime. Yeah. I got the Steelers all the way.
All right. KK?
I'm going with the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, please.
Well, I think
geez,
Burrow and just as you said it, Ravens, windows closing. I don't think they've done enough.
Oh, my God.
Cleveland's defense is just unreal. And I like how they drafted a couple of wide receivers. They're young.
He just likes it because they got his boy Denzel Boston in the mix.
They got a young offense. All they need to do is get that ball, put it in the end zone.
There we go.
Get some
That's all you need to do to win the Super Bowl, guys. Just get that ball in the end zone.
I mean, that's why they've always been the bottom. They had a great defense last year.
Yeah,
they scored points.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right. Well, I mean, that you guys left me some very good choices. I'm gonna go with the Bengals. I'm gonna go with my boy Joey Burrow. I think he's a demon. I think he's very, very good. Very, very good. Very good player. Also, I think Jamar Chase is absolutely unreal. So I think pair those two together, they're gonna be just terrorizing other teams. And you know what? The Bengals deserve to be rewarded for their ballsy play and trading up for Dexter Lawrence. So I got them winning. Best quarterback.
I got to go with my boy Joe Burrow from LSU.
I'm going with Lamar Jackson.
Oh, I tiebreaker. Deshaun. Deshaun. Will Howard. Will Howard, the answer. No, I'm gonna go Joe Burrow. That's my guy. I think he's a good-looking dude. He's a fellow baddie hunter. He's a good-looking dude. AFC South, fellas. Texans, Colts, Jaguars, Titans. Okay. Let's start.
This division sucks.
Let's start with the Texans. All right. So great defensive team. Traded up to get Kalen Rutledge, the guard from Georgia Tech. in the first round. So they really love the fit there. And GM made a move, went and got it. That could be a huge play for them. I feel like that they've got a really good defense. I think protecting the trenches, making sure the trenches are all right. Smart play. And then they got Caden McDonald, who had a first round grade by many, number 36 in the second round. Emotional draft because he was still waiting in the green room. He came out. They gave him his moment. Shout out Roger Goodell for giving the boy his moment. Very nice. Very nice. Marlon Klein, tight end from Michigan. That's probably the biggest question mark. Number 133 consensus, taken at 59. And then linebacker Wade Woodaz, Clemson, round 4. That's a depth piece. They did do a little bit of a reach. They really went with the approach. They don't really give a fuck what anybody else's consensus board says. They kind of did their own thing.
Yeah.
I like the Rutledge pick and I like the McDonald pick. I don't know what they were doing with the other two, but they've got the NFL's best. They've locked him down, and Will Anderson. They've locked was it Charisse, the other guy that they have?
Al-Shakir?
Al-Shakir. Yeah, they locked him down too. Now they add Caden McDonald into there. You got Daniel Hunter there. I mean, everything revolves around CJ Stroud and what he's going to do.
And they signed David Montgomery.
And they got David Montgomery, Demo. So it's going to be an interesting season for the Houston Texans. Fellas, the Colts. This is our Colts. This is our team. We bleed blue. They also did not have a first round pick because they traded in the Sauce Gardner trade. They took CJ Allen, Georgia linebacker, in the second round. And then they took AJ Hulkey from LSU, the safety. I liked that one. I liked AJ Hulkey going there. That was a smart pick in the third round. And then they had round 4, Jalen Farmer, guard from Kentucky. I mean, Anthony Richardson has a trade request thing going on. Daniel Jones is coming off an Achilles tear. You got Michael Pittman leaving. They signed Alec Pierce to a monstrous deal that I don't understand what happened. Sauce Gardner, if he can stay healthy, is still elite. That's good news. Quentin Nelson, still the best guard. Now, they probably need a quarterback, right? They probably need somebody to play quarterback there. They need some good things happening.
Aaron Rodgers is still a free agent.
Oh, dear God. That one, I mean, the Colts, did they get significantly better? I don't think so.
On defense.
Defense, they got better.
I think they got a little bit better on defense. But they did also lose Pittman. Like, as a team, you still lost, a guy. But my thing is, a lot of it revolves around how Daniel Jones is going to look, and Jonathan Taylor, who's a free agent next year.
Yeah. Jonathan
Taylor's this is free agency year. This is a contract year. He might be getting the bag and leaving. So I think this will be a very telltale sign. I think the Colts might be in the business for a quarterback next year in the next year's draft. This might be a lottery thing going on next year. So wait, I don't think they own their pick, do they?
No, they traded to the Jets. We just talked about this. This is why the Jets have three firsts next year.
Oh, dear God.
So what, they ended up with 2 firsts for Sauce?
Yeah, I think they
it was 2 firsts.
Away 2 of their firsts this year and next year.
That was a
dumb.
great trade then.
Oh my God.
Great trade for the Jets.
The Jets might
great for the Jets.
Oh, dear God. Oh, dear
Especially
God.
what they got in this draft.
Oh, jeez.
What they're going to get in the next draft.
That could be a top 5 pick from the Colts, depending on how their season goes. Oh, jeez.
What are you doing?
Okay. Oh boy. Speaking of what are they doing? The Jacksonville Jaguars. Probably the weirdest drafted team. They picked round 2, Nate Borraker from Texas A&M, the tight end. They had 156 consensus on him. They drafted him 56. Then they went down in round 3 and drafted Albert Regis, 129 consensus, drafted him 81st. I think you know where I'm going with this. This one was actually a pretty good pick. Emmanuel Pregnon from Oregon. That was actually spot on value. 88 value, 88th pick. Good job, Jacksonville. And then Wesley Williams from Duke, round 4, 119. He was a 207 consensus, and they went up to trade up for him and took him at 119. This was interesting. This was interesting. That's all I will say. They lost Travis Etienne. Devin Lloyd's absence will also be there. Travis Hunter is probably going to a full-time cornerback now. Trevor Lawrence still doing his thing. But a very, very interesting draft from the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
Bit.
Now, probably the winner when it comes to drafting in this division helps when you're that bad because you're able to pick so high is the Tennessee Titans. Number 4, Carnell Tate. New coach Brian Callahan. They're going to be happy with that one. Then you get Keldrick Falk in the end of round 1. Traded up 4 spots. Then you get round 2. They got Anthony Hill Jr. So, I mean, they addressed their 2 most glaring needs, a field stretching receiver and a second edge rusher. Giving Cam Ward a weapon, they'll be good. They'll be good in there. Robert Saleh. Sorry, not Brian Callahan. Brian Callahan was fired. Robert Saleh in the hood, in the cut. He's got his guy in Keldrick Falk and Anthony Hill Jr. I think those are 2 solid picks. So those will be good. Now, fellas, when it comes down to the division, give me your winner. Who is the winner?
For me, it's the Tennessee Titans.
Do you think they're going to win the division
I
next
think
year?
they win the division.
Holy, what the?
You look at it, Robert Saleh, defensive-minded coach.
KK.
He's got that defense.
Oh, the
going.
love machine.
You look at Cam Ward, second year.
KK's just happy.
He's got some weapons. Right?
KK's happy that they didn't take his boy Jeremiah Love. He's happy he went to Arizona. Shorter flight to see him.
But when you look, I mean, the Jaguars didn't do enough. Colts didn't do enough. Toss up between Titans and Texans for me.
I'm gonna say Texans purely just off of that defense.
That defense.
CJ Stroud needs to lay off the baddies, get in the lab. I think that'll be important. If we can get one healthy season out of Nico Collins where he doesn't get hurt, Tank Dell not getting hurt would be massive. So those 2 players can stay healthy. You got David Montgomery. I think the Texans can make some noise. I think their defense wins championships, baby. And it's now Matthew gets to pick between the Colts and the Jaguars, his favorite.
Yeah, I'm going to pick the Jaguars. I think their quarterback situation is pretty good with Trevor Lawrence. They were a playoff team last year. They went head-to-head with Buffalo.
Yeah.
And they played pretty well. So even on defense, they're pretty good. Trayvon Walker's playing really well. Josh Hines-Allen's really good. The whole thing with Brian Thomas Jr. is a bit of an issue, I think. They got to sort that thing out. But Jacoby Myers there near the end of the season when they got them, that actually helped them go a long way. So this draft, though, I mean, running back was the thing that they probably should have gone out for, losing Etienne. And I'm glad they got Pregnon because that really helps them on the offensive line. But, yeah, I think Jacksonville's got a shot to win that division.
Okay. Who's the best quarterback? It's got to be Trevor Lawrence.
I think it's got to be Trevor Lawrence, yeah.
Which is really sad.
I mean, it's not. He was a first overall pick.
Yeah,
it's
but
not sad.
I mean,
there's a high expectations for him, and
how many? There's 3. All 3 of them are first. No, CJ Stroud's not first.
Second, I think.
Ward's first, and then Anthony Richardson's high is 4.
He's like 4. Daniel Jones was like
high,
pretty high.
Yeah, so a lot of high end draft quarterbacks. Last AFC team, fellas. AFC West. Are you finally ready to admit that you're divorcing the Raiders, KK, before we dive in? Are you finally ready to admit?
You said I'm divorcing
them. Are you ready to admit your true love?
You can have multiple loves, man.
Oh, my God. No. Oh, okay, sorry, Mike.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike.
Mike Vrabel.
Sorry, Mike.
Hey, if Mike can do it, what can I?
That's true. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Impregnating all these teams.
Yeah,
Come on.
KK,
one team.
KK bleeds blue. He bleeds that Lions blue. He had too much. He had too much.
Yeah, the Lions blue, not the Cowboys blue, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Do you remember what that guy said?
Yeah.
So we were at a bar and this Cowboys fan, the Steelers fan. Sorry, he was married to a Cowboys fan. Story.
She was married to a Cowboys.
What? No, the guy wasn't a Cowboys fan. The guy was a Steelers fan. Yeah. The lady was.
And she was a Cowboys.
She was from Dallas, and she made him. Yeah. So then he goes, "Oh, I like this blue," and he talks about KK's. He's wearing a Lions shirt. He's like, "I like this Lions blue," and I'm like, "But what about my blue?" And he's like, "You know how they get to that blue, right?" I'm like, "How?" He's like, "Well, they took the Lions blue, and somebody pissed all over it, and the blue got all dark, and it became the Cowboys blue."
I've never heard that before.
Neither did I till that point.
And I was just
that
like,
was just funny.
thanks for giving him a chirp for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Like, thank you for installing that. But hey, shout out to all the Cowboys fans listening. Hey, love you. We represented all y'all in Pittsburgh. I made sure it was well represented. Now, speaking of a team that was not really that well represented because they traded all their picks, Denver Broncos. They drafted Tyler Oniene from, I think I said his name right, defensive tackle from Texas A&M in the 3rd round, 66th overall. And then they drafted a Washington boy, KK Jonah Coleman, 220-pound thumper. He's going to be good, man. If J.K. Dobbins misses time, Jonah Coleman, look for him to. That's a massive window of opportunity for him. And he gets to go in with R.J. Harvey in the cut. That was a young backfield all of a sudden. It could be fun. Round 4, Cage Casey, guard from Boise State. They're a title contender. Most complete roster, I think, in the league.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's
you don't really need a lot of draft picks when you're already
everything
they
just
traded
go
for Jaden Waddle too, right?
Everything's on Bo
Yeah,
Nix's.
they got Waddle.
Everything's on Bo Nix's ankle.
Yeah. They'll make
Everything's
sure
on
that's
his
fine.
ankle. See, this is a team that if I was Aaron Rodgers, I would want to go to. Because you could win.
He wants to go there, but they don't.
No, but like, let's say Bo
don't
Nix was
connect.
Bo Nix was hurt. Like, let's say Bo Nix is like longer like recovery time. Oh, this would be perfect. You go in there, you just fucking light it up. People are like, "Wow, it's the second coming of Peyton!" And then you just win. It's very nice, and very nice in Denver. Fellas, another very nice place, Kansas City, the Kansas City Chiefs. They traded up to get Mansour Delaney in the 1st round, number 6th overall. That's hey, they like their guy. That's a direct McDuffie comp replacement.
Yeah.
And then with the pick they got for trading McDuffie, they drafted Peter Woods from Clemson.
It's a great pick.
Adding that interior pass rush. Defense gets younger and faster. And then they double down in round 2 and they added R. Mason Thomas. Man.
Wow. 3
defensive picks in the top 40. That is huge. Now they got, probably according to Dave Brugler, the 4th best black in the class. Emmett Johnson, Nebraska. Round 5, 161. I mean, they're coming off a 6-11 season. I think this is probably how you want your team to respond.
Yeah.
Big time hits on the draft board. I think Mahomes' health obviously will be a key indicator in terms of how successful things are going. And they also drafted Mr. Nussmeier as well. So there's also that. Eric Bieniemy returns as offensive coordinator. He knows the system inside out. I think the Chiefs could also be one of the teams to be in the AFC West.
Mm-hmm. Just getting younger.
Now, number 1 pick. Las Vegas Raiders. Number 1, Fernando Mendoza. Round 2, they drafted Traden Stukes. I like Stukes. I think that was a good pick by the Raiders. Round 3, they drafted edge Kayron Crawford. Clint Kubiak building a squad. Round 4, Jermod McCoy. The slide.
That could be the steal of the draft.
Could be.
The slide.
Healthy,
If he holds up,
play.
he could be one of the best. And then round 4, Mike Washington Jr.
Oh, I love that pick.
That was a nice little spell back for
Yeah,
Genty. That was a
it
good
is.
time. I mean, they had one of the best off seasons in the NFL. They added a bunch of free agents. They market set the contract with Linderbaum. They added Nakobe Dean. They're not. I wouldn't say they're the winner. They're running away with the division, but hey,
I think they should have gone receiver though. I was talking with the Raiders.
Stefon Diggs.
Yeah, maybe.
He could be coming.
But I was
He
talking
could
with
be one.
or I overheard one fan in Pittsburgh at the draft talking to a Raiders fan. It was before the draft happened, and they were talking about receiver. And like, who's your number 1 receiver? And the Raiders fan was like, and he just paused, and he goes, I guess Trey Tucker, but we got Brock Bowers. But
Yeah,
I'm like, you got to have something other than Brock Bowers. You got to have another target.
Stefon Diggs would be fun. It may be a problem putting that man in Vegas.
That
Might
be
be
an issue.
That might be a little bit of a problem.
Yeah.
But that could be fun. Yeah, I mean, this is the most excited you should be if you're a Raiders fan in a long time. It's very exciting stuff. Finally, the Los Angeles Chargers. Oh my God. Justin Herbert, what are you doing in the music video, buddy? Come on. Silly guy. They drafted Canadian Akeem Mesidor, number 22 overall in round 1. Round 2, pick number 63, Jake Slaughter out of Florida. I think that one caught Baltimore off guard. I think Baltimore was hoping Jake Slaughter would go down to them, fill that void. Round 4, Brennan Thompson out of Mississippi State. He can fly. He's an elite route runner, dynamic yards after the catch threat. And then round 5, they had Nick Barrett out of South Carolina. Now, Jim Harbaugh's second draft was a lot about identity and scheme fit. I mean, of course, you get Mike McDaniel as the new OC there, so that's going to be a fun time for everyone. I think you got to protect Justin Herbert. You got to give him some weapons. They have, I think they've done a good job addressing those needs. I mean, they're not, I don't walk away from this being like overly very happy with the LA Chargers in that division. That division looks scary, but I think
they needed to sign more of a veteran O-lineman.
Yeah, like I think they could have done a little bit more on the offense.
Yeah.
And I think that's what happens when you're going back and it's the same thing.
But Herbert was healthy last year. He needs another year of that.
Yeah, no, you just need a healthy year. Health is the best. Availability is the best ability. Now, fellas, KK,
that's a tough division.
I'll let you go first.
I'm gonna go with the Kansas City Chiefs, just from what they did on their defense. They got Kenneth Walker coming back in the offense.
I think
you never know if Tyreek Hill shows up.
That's another wide open wild card. Yeah,
if Mahomes stays healthy, it's Chiefs division.
I think they're going to be a motivated team, being 6-11 last year. I think they're going to have an angry
Kelsey back again another year.
Oh boy, another year of Taylor Swift. Would love it. All right, Matthew.
I'm actually going to go with the LA Chargers. I think the addition of Mike McDaniel as the offensive coordinator is really going to help out Justin Herbert and the receiver room there. I think defensively, they were pretty good. Derwin James in the secondary, he was a dog. So I think the Chargers are going to surprise people. They just got to stay healthy.
Yeah. No, I think that could be that could be valid. I'm going to go with the easiest decision I've had to do this episode. I'm going to go with the Denver Broncos. Sean Payton. I'm a big Sean Payton guy. That defense is cooking. They added Jalen Waddle into the mix. You got RJ Harvey. They had Jonah Coleman. They've got, guys all over the place that can play. They can ball out. They can play in any weather. I think they would have given the Patriots a run for their money if they had Bo Nix at quarterback. So I'm going to go with the Denver Broncos. Fans deserve a fresh NFC episode, fellas. I think the fans deserve a fresh NFC episode.
Well, we got to pick a quarterback.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. Yes. Sorry. Who's the best quarterback?
These are tough choices.
Who's the best? Oh, wow. It's got to be Patrick Mahomes.
First. Is that your choice?
Yeah, I'm going to go Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I think it's
got to be Mahomes.
Mahomes still, yeah.
It has to be. Out of respect.
I mean, he's won it all multiple times.
Out of respect, Mahomes,
but Herbert's right there. Wait, okay, fine. Herbert or Nix?
I like Herbert more.
I like Herbert more still.
Both Oregon Duck guys.
I like Herbert more. I feel like Nix is a system QB.
A little bit, yeah.
I think he works well in that system, but I think he's a system QB. But
no Mendoza picks, huh?
We got to see him play first.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Kirk Cousins' division. All right, it's Kirk Cousins. It's Kirko time. Fellas, you guys have any messages to any of the AFC teams? I mean, Steelers, of course. You got any message to the fans out there wondering when Mr. Rogers will sign? You got any prayers of hope?
Just like Rogers said, relax. If he signs, great. His job is going to be just mentor the young QBs in the QB room. Whether he actually does mentor them or not,
will be a different story.
Will be different.
Not go out and win a Super Bowl,
but just Drew Aller and Will Howard, pay attention to what Rogers does.
Yeah.
Learn from that. If he doesn't teach you directly, just follow him around.
Yeah,
and
just follow him around. That's giving me flashbacks to Saturday. I don't know if you were trying to do pun intended or not.
No.
You didn't get it, did you?
No.
Oh, did you get it?
I didn't get it.
Neither of you guys got it. I was the only one.
Yeah.
I was the only one in the pro shop. Guys.
No, I didn't get it.
He just said follow him around.
Oh,
Come on, KK. Love machine.
we don't need to bring that.
Come on, man.
We don't need to bring that.
Come on. It was a pun on words. Now I have to do a whole explanation of the pun. It's no longer punny. But yes, to your point, follow him along.
Yeah.
Run learn from greatness.
Yeah.
And while
exactly.
greatness is there.
Yeah.
Wow.
A grown man shouldn't be following a grown man around.
Wow. Okay. All right. Oh, you okay? All right.
And Mike Vrabel, sort your shit out.
Yes, please. Please. The love machine is upset. You have upset the love machine greatly. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, season 2, episode 1. I want to thank each and every one of you that have subscribed, that have listened, that have left a 5-star rating, that have done what they've needed to do to make us successful. In order for us to keep bringing you guys great content, please hit us up on Instagram. Follow us. Right now, we're doing a giveaway. We're giving away an NFL Shop gift card and a Sephora gift card. All you got to do is like the post, follow us, and comment for extra entries. As easy as that. I'm also going to be dropping our new outro. I'm going to play it. You're probably going to be playing right now. I'm going to edit it in after. Super big shout out to Shadow Dawn, a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I met in Pittsburgh. He cooked this one up for us. Appreciate you. Appreciate all of you guys that listen each and every week. For season 2, episode 1 of the Red Zone Blitz, this is G.
I'm KK.
My name's Matt.
And we're out.